For example, where are we going to be getting all of the money? What do we get for the first $500 million we already spent? And is it really going to start on time? Hundreds of people came looking for those answers and a lot more at a hearing today in the Central Valley town of Madera, and Phil Schuman joins us now with what they found out.
Well, you know, we've been spending a lot of time talking about high-speed rail. In fact, shovels are ready to start digging in 6 weeks for the first phase, Madera to Bakersfield. There is money to build that, but the head of the rail authority admitted to us today there isn't enough money to eventually connect the rail line from Bakersfield here to Southern California, which, by the way, isn't even projected to happen until 2029. Still, they're moving forward.
These things take time. They happen over time. But my view is that the funding comes as the funding comes. Other projects I've been involved with, they didn't know where the funding was coming from on day one, and they got built ultimately anyway.
That's Dan Richard. He's the top man at the Rail Authority. This is his vision of the future, high-speed rail from L.A. to San Fran in under 3 hours. Now, the money, the first $6 billion to be spent in the Central Valley, Madera to Bakersfield, just the track, not even the electrification. For $6 billion from there, a tough route. Bakersfield to Palmdale, not even L.A. They're about $6 billion short of that right now. Richard's confident the private sector will invest once the trains start running. But Congressman Jeff Denham, who held a hearing today in Madera, in farm country, wanted answers to a lot of questions about the timetable, the budget, the number of farms that will be taken by eminent domain. He says he isn't so confident.
There's some that want this project at any cost. I believe that it is my job to make sure that not only is there a plan, but that plan is adhered to.
So after the hearing today in Madera, Congressman Denham, the chair of the Railroads, Pipeline, and Hazardous Materials Subcommittee, said he's very skeptical of the Rail Authority's plan and will hold up any additional federal money until the Rail Authority gets a commitment from those private investors they keep talking about but have yet to materialize. So optimism from the Rail Authority Chairman Dan Richard, which we hear all the time, pessimism from Congressman Denham. Meantime, yet a whole other lawsuit is scheduled to be heard later this week in Sacramento, which may block the rail project because it's changed from what voters now narrowly approved back in 2008, which was specifically high-speed rail. These first segments we're talking about won't be high-speed or electrified yet. Jeff, Laura?
Well, so wait a minute now. I was just listening to what you said. He said funding comes as funding comes. That sounds like something a church would say when they want to build a new sanctuary.
They get a certain amount of money from state bonds and from the feds.
Yeah.
They start building. Then, according to their plan, private investors will see how successful it is and spend private money to fund the rest of it.
So who's going to stop this first, if it gets stopped at all? Would it be Denham, or would it be a lawsuit in Sacramento?
It would be more of a lawsuit. Denham's more about the federal funding pipeline, which is already dried up anyway. So it'd be more of a court decision than anything else right now.
All right. Phil Schuman, thank you so much.